Be me, Angela. Successful litigation attorney, 54. Raised my son Marcus by myself after his father left when he was 3. Poured everything into making sure he understood women are equals. No boys don't cry bullshit, no gendered toy restrictions. Taught him to cook and clean alongside me. Split chores, 50-50 once he was old enough. Had long conversations about consent, emotional labor, the pay gap. So proud when he went to college, joined the campus sustainability group, volunteered at the women's shelter. He's 28 now, works in finance, but I figured nobody's perfect. Calls me one day. Mom, I'm bringing someone to dinner this weekend. Her name is Claire. We got married last month. Wait, what? Married? Didn't even tell me he was seriously dating someone. Spend all week trying not to be that mum. Remind myself he's an adult, his choices are valid, I raised him to be independent. Still though, married without even mentioning her? Saturday comes. Door opens. In walks Marcus looking smug as hell. Behind him is this woman, Claire. She's wearing a full 1950s style dress, powder blue, fitted waist, full skirt to her knees. And heels. Like actual stiletto heels. It's 2 p.m. on a Saturday. Who dresses like that casually? Extend my hand. Claire. So wonderful to finally meet you. Marcus has told me absolutely nothing about you apparently. Little laugh to show I'm joking, but also not. She takes my hand with both of hers, soft as silk. Mrs. Angela, the pleasure is all mine. Marcus speaks so highly of you. Thank you for raising such a wonderful man. Mrs. Angela? I've been Angela since 1987. No misses about it. Keep smiling. Oh, please, just Angela. We're family now, apparently. She smiles this serene smile. Of course, if that's what you prefer. If that's what I prefer, it's my damn name. We sit in the living room. I've got wine and cheese out. Made sure to get the good stuff. Claire sits with her ankles crossed, hands folded in her lap, like she's posing for a painting. Ask her what she does. Oh, I take care of Marcus in our home. It keeps me quite busy. Wait for her to continue. She doesn't. So you're between jobs right now? That smile again. No, I'm a homemaker. It's my full-time occupation. Look at Marcus. He's just sitting there. Couldn't look more pleased with himself. That's a choice. Do you have plans to pursue a career eventually? What did you study? I studied literature, but I've found my calling in making a home for my husband. My husband, the way she says it, like she's talking about a divine blessing. Literature. That's wonderful. Have you thought about teaching? Library science? There are so many options that would allow you to... Marcus cuts me off. Mom, Claire is happy with her choices. Not everyone needs to monetize their education. Excuse me? When did my son start talking like a condescending libertarian? Of course. I just meant that it's important to maintain independence. Financially speaking, you never know what might happen. Claire tilts her head. Marcus takes excellent care of me. I trust him completely. Jesus Christ. It's 2024. Ask what they want for dinner. Trying to change the subject. Claire perks up. Oh, if you don't mind, I brought ingredients. I'd love to cook for you. Marcus has told me you work such long hours, I thought it would be nice to give you a break. I work long hours because I'm a partner at my firm, not because I'm some exhausted waif, but fine, whatever. That's thoughtful, sure. We move to the kitchen. She's brought like 6 canvas bags of groceries, pulls out a whole duck. A duck. Who cooks duck for a casual family dinner? Also produces fresh herbs, exotic mushrooms, 3 types of potatoes, vegetables I can't even name. I hope you like duck à l'orange. It's Marcus's favorite. I make it every Sunday. Watch her move around my kitchen like she's been there her whole life. Asks where things are once, then remembers. Starts prepping with this efficient grace. Breaks down the duck like a professional. Makes a stock from the bones right there. I'm sitting at my own kitchen island like a guest. Try to help. She gently insists I relax. You work so hard, Angela. Please, let me do this for you. Marcus comes in, puts his hand on the small of her back. How's it going, sweetheart? Wonderful, darling. Dinner will be ready at 7. He kisses her temple. She literally glows. I need more wine. Dinner is at 7 on the dot. The table looks like something from a magazine. She set it with linens. She brought linens. Flowers, candles. The food is fucking incredible. Duck is perfect. Skin crispy. Meat tender. Potatoes are these perfect little fondants. Vegetables glazed and caramelized. Everything plated beautifully. She serves Marcus first, then me, then herself. Old school service order. We eat. I try to compliment her. Claire, this is restaurant quality. You could be a professional chef. Oh, I just cook for Marcus. He deserves the best. He deserves the best. I raised him on boxed mac and cheese half the time because I was working my ass off to keep us housed. Apparently that wasn't the best. Marcus is watching me. I can see it in his eyes. He's enjoying this. After dinner, Claire immediately starts clearing. I try to help again. Please, you cooked. Let me clean up. Oh no, I couldn't possibly. You're a guest in your own home today. Guest in my own home. She washes every dish by hand, dries them, puts them away in the correct places after asking only once, wipes down every counter, sweeps the floor. The kitchen looks better than it did before we ate. We move back to the living room. I'm trying to find common ground. So Claire, what do you do for fun? Hobbies? Friends? I enjoy reading when I have time, and I've been taking an online course in French cooking. Marcus thought it might be nice to expand our dinner repertoire. Marcus thought? She nods. He mentioned he'd always wanted to try more French cuisine, so I'm learning. I turn to Marcus. That's nice of you to support her hobbies. He actually laughs. I wouldn't call it supporting, Mom. She wanted to do something that would make me happy. I appreciated the initiative. The initiative to learn French cooking. For him. I'm trying so hard not to scream. Claire, do you ever do anything just for yourself? She looks genuinely confused by the question. Making Marcus happy makes me happy. Our home is my creative outlet. I find deep satisfaction in it. She sounds like she's been brainwashed, but she seems genuinely content, which somehow makes it worse. Marcus checks his watch. Sweetheart, we should head out soon. Tomorrow's a big day. Claire nods immediately. Of course. I'll need to get up early to press your shirts for the week. You iron his shirts? It comes out harsher than I intended. She doesn't even flinch. Every Sunday evening, I lay out his clothes for the week and pack his lunches for Monday through Friday. It helps his mornings go smoothly. Marcus knows how to iron. I made sure of it. Marcus grins. I do know how, Mom, but Claire does it better, and she wants to. Why would I say no? Because she's not your servant, Marcus. She's your wife. Claire's voice is soft but firm. I'm both. Happily. I actually cannot process this. The son I raised to split chores, to see women as equals, to reject gender roles, is sitting here while his wife treats him like a 1950s patriarch. And he's smiling about it. They start to leave. Claire gives me a hug. Thank you so much for a lovely evening. I hope we can do this again soon. Perhaps you could come to our home next time. I'd love to host you properly. Marcus hugs me too, whispers in my ear. You raised me to choose what makes me happy, Mom. This makes me happy. I want to scream that this isn't what I meant, but they're already out the door. Stand in my living room alone. Look at the kitchen Claire left spotless. Remember how my son used to help me clean up as a kid? How we'd do dishes together? How I taught him that partners split things equally? My phone buzzes. Text from Marcus. Thanks for being welcoming to Claire. I know it's an adjustment. She really wanted to make a good impression. Type and delete 6 different responses. Settle on, she seems very nice. He sends back a photo. It's Claire in their car. She's kicked off the heels, feet up on the dash, eating ice cream straight from the pint, looking completely different, relaxed, laughing. Caption. She was so nervous, proud of her for pulling it off. Pulling it off? This was a performance? No, wait. Look at the photo again. She's still in the dress. Marcus's hand is on her knee. She's looking at him like he hung the moon. Maybe it wasn't a performance. Maybe this is just who she is. And he loves it. Another text. She's making cock. Our Vin next week if you want to come over. Sunday at 6. I stare at my phone, at my empty house, at my successful career, at my independent life. Everything I fought for, everything I taught my son to value. And he chose this. Chose a woman who calls him darling, who irons his fucking shirts, who asks what he wants for dinner like his preference is law. I should say no, should maintain some dignity. But that duck was really fucking good. And I'm curious about their home. Need to see if this is real. Type back, I'll be there. Spend the next week trying not to think about it. Fail completely. Vent to my colleague Rebecca during lunch. Tell her about Claire. The cooking, the cleaning, the yes darling routine. Expect solidarity. Rebecca laughs. Angela, maybe she's just traditional. Some women like that. But Marcus isn't traditional. I raised him better than that. Better than what? Better than being with someone who loves taking care of him? I don't have an answer. Sunday comes. Drive to their house in the suburbs. It's a nice place. Nothing fancy, but well maintained. Flower boxes in the windows. Door opens before I can knock. Claire, in another dress. This one yellow, wrapped style. Still in heels. Hair perfect. Angela, please come in. The house smells incredible. Bread baking, wine, herbs. She takes my coat. The living room is immaculate, but lived in. Books on the shelves, photos on the walls. Spot a picture of them on their wedding day. Tiny ceremony, apparently. Claire's looking up at Marcus like he's everything. Marcus comes in from another room, dress shirt and slacks, on a Sunday, at home. Hey, Mum, make yourself comfortable. Dinner's in about 20 minutes. He kisses Claire. She touches his face. Did you finish your reading? I did. You were right about that chapter. Really insightful. She beams. They have book discussions? Claire excuses herself to the kitchen. I sit with Marcus. So, you seem happy. I am, Mom. Happiest I've ever been. Even though doesn't it bother you? The imbalance? He leans forward. What imbalance? She does what fulfills her, I do what fulfills me. We're both happy. Isn't that what you always said mattered? Being happy? I said being equal mattered. We are equal. She's not less than me because she cooks and cleans. I'm not more than her because I work outside the home. We're partners. Partners share the load, Marcus. We do share it, just not the way you think we should. Claire calls us to dinner. The dining room table is set even more elaborately than last week. Actual china, crystal glasses, the food is art. Coq au vin in a beautiful ceramic dish. Roasted vegetables, fresh bread she made from scratch, salad with homemade vinaigrette. She serves Marcus, then me, then herself, again. We eat. I have to admit, it's delicious. Watch them interact. He tells her about his week. She listens intently, asks questions. She tells him about a book she read. He's equally engaged. They're genuinely interested in each other. After dinner, same routine. She cleans everything. Refuses help. Marcus and I sit in the living room. I notice a basket next to the couch, full of his shirts, pressed and folded. Also a neat stack of lunch containers. Meal prepped and ready. Can't help myself. Marcus, do you ever cook, clean, anything? He considers. I handle the finances, home repairs, car maintenance, yard work. I'm teaching Claire to drive stick shift. We're planning a trip to Japan next year. I'm handling all the logistics. That's not the same as domestic labor. Why not? It's labor that keeps our household running. She does her part, I do mine. But she could work and do some of those things. You're capable of ironing a shirt. Mom. His voice gets serious. Why does it bother you so much that Claire wants to take care of me? Because I didn't raise you to expect that from a woman. You didn't raise me to expect anything from anyone. You raised me to appreciate effort, to respect choices, to value what people offer freely. He's using my own words against me. Claire offers this freely. She wants this. Who am I to tell her no? Who are you to tell her she's wrong? Claire comes back in, sits next to Marcus. He puts his arm around her. She curls into him naturally. Angela, I hope I'm not overstepping, but I heard some of that. Great. I know this seems strange to you. Marcus told me how you raised him. It's admirable, truly. She pauses. But my mother worked herself to death trying to prove she could do it all. Career, home, everything. She had a heart attack at 52. I watched her refuse help, refuse rest, refuse to admit she was drowning because she thought asking for help meant weakness. Oh, I don't want that life. I want to pour my energy into one thing and do it excellently. For me, that's creating a home. Not because I'm weak or brainwashed or oppressed, because it's what I want. She looks at Marcus. He comes home stressed from work. I make him dinner. We talk. He relaxes. I get satisfaction from that. He handles things that stress me out, like bills and planning and decision-making. I get peace from that. We each do what we're good at. Marcus squeezes her shoulder. She's happier than anyone I've ever met, Mom. Shouldn't that count for something? Look at them. Really look. They're genuinely content. She's not scared or submissive in a fearful way. She's peaceful, chosen this, and my son, who I raised to reject exactly this dynamic, loves her for it, loves this life. I feel something crack in my chest. All my certainty, all my conviction that there's one right way to be a woman, one right way to structure a relationship. I worked so hard to make sure you'd never expect a woman to serve you. Marcus laughs softly. You succeeded, Mom. I don't expect it. But when it's offered as a gift, I'm not insulted enough to refuse. Claire stands. I'll get dessert. She's made tarte tatin. Of course she has. We eat it. It's perfect. I'm sitting at their table, eating food she cooked, in the home she maintains, watching my son be doted on in ways I specifically raised him to reject. And he's happy. She's happy. They're happy. And somehow I'm the one who feels like I lost. The evening ends. Claire gives me a container of leftovers. For your week. I made extra. Marcus walks me to my car. Mom, I love you. Thank you for trying. Trying what? To accept this. I know it's hard. But Claire is my choice. This life is my choice. I raised you better than this. He hugs me. You raised me to think for myself. I am. Drive home. My house is quiet. Clean because I paid someone. Empty because I'm successful and independent and don't need anyone. Look at the leftovers Claire sent. Coq au vin in a nice container. There's a note on top. Angela, thank you for sharing Marcus with me. I know he's your greatest accomplishment. I'll take good care of him. Claire, sit on my couch. Successful attorney. Raised a son alone. Fought for equality my whole life. And somehow got outsmarted by a woman in heels who calls my son Sir. Eat the leftovers straight from the container. They're even better the next day. God damn it.